Purnima Gaikwad, I think I was happy that she was nowhere close to what I am.
I find a lot of similarities between us. I would like to believe that.
I also would have known.
No, he's also an engineer. I think we have the same taste in music, same taste in films. Our sensibilities are the same.
Atul and me, we go long back. We've done a film together in 2014. So we are friends from then.
He's also from Hyderabad. So when he directs and he speaks the language, I feel I'm home. It is such a comfortable space for me. हम पॉलिटिक्स के बारे में अगर बात ना भी करें, हमारी पर्सनल लाइफ के बारे में बात करें, अपने आप के बारे में बात करें, हमारे अपनों के बारे में बात करें, उसे थोड़ा बहुत ऊपर नीचे करके उसे सेंसेशनलाइज किया जाता है.
Right now also, if you see, if I want to talk, there are so many gestures and my smile and my eyes, everything just go like this. But for Purnima, I have to like control myself.
Priya and Eijaz, welcome on Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you so much.
City of Dreams Season 2, as political as it can get, and we are in the midst of a lot of political drama. Pretty much always right now, currently. So, Priya, tell us, how's the experience of being a part of a show like this?
Of a political show?
Yeah, you know why I'm saying it is because so we've seen it in recent times. Like Tandav came under a lot of scrutiny, and anything to do with politics is something that is observed with a very microscopic manner, and people start looking at real life references as well. So it becomes a bit tough.
I think everything is observed in that way now. I mean, it's not only about politics. But with City of Dreams, I would say that we are pretty confident because the content is not only about the politics of any particular state. It is about the family politics that happens. It is about the father versus daughter. In the first season also, it was the rivalry between the siblings. So we were talking more about the family drama in the political scenario rather than talking about actual politics, which is also a very, very, very important part of it. Because of those political circumstances, things change in the family. But we are currently in the City of Dreams, we are focusing on the father and daughter relationship. So it's very interesting because you get to play different characters and different dynamics that you usually don't, you don't act like this with your father in real life. Or I don't know if there would be any characters who would have this kind of a father. Then definitely yes. But you get to play so many different parts, so many different emotions, and I think I love such kind of drama, which is dark, intense. So personally, I really enjoy these shows, including City of Dreams.
Okay, so Atul Kulkarni, a very, very fine actor. I'm sure it must have been a huge learning experience working with someone like him.
Okay, I think with Atul, it's always been an on and off screen because Atul and me, we go long back. We've done a film together in 2014. So we are friends from then. So since 2014 till now, it's been like a thick relationship. We are friends or rather more than friends. So Atul has been my brother and now Atul plays my father. So we share a very, very, very good rapport off screen as well. So with Atul, it's very, very interesting when you work. I don't know whether I can pinpoint something and say that this is one thing I learned from him, but he knows me and I know him so well that when we rehearse also in the makeup van, we keep suggesting things to each other because we are friends. Nobody takes it in a wrong way. We always wish good for the other person and we wish better performance for the other person. So even when we are facing the camera as rivals or as, against each other, we still help each other to make each other's performance better. So I can't pinpoint one thing that this is one thing I learned from Atul. I think it's just the chemistry that we share on and off screen that helps both of us to give our best. And he is a very helping actor. I mean, he will help you to do better. Very helping actor. Helping co-actor, I think so.
Eijaz, experience of being directed by Nagesh Tukumur.
Oh, brilliant. Where do I start? Where do I end? I can go on and on. This interview will get over now. Okay, I find a lot of similarities between us. I would like to believe that.
I also would have known.
No, he's also an engineer. I think we have the same taste in music, same taste in films. Our sensibilities are the same. So it becomes much easier to understand him. It becomes much easier to know where he's coming from, what space will he try to explore. Uh, the first conversation I had with him on the phone was a little weird because okay, screw it, I'll say it, because I thought he's coming from somewhere else and I should address him as, yeah, Nagesh, how are you? I did that in a phone call. I did, but I felt weird about it later because I have always addressed my directors as sir, because they're the captain of the ship and I need to at least make sure I give them that respect, even if they are my buddies otherwise. So then it became, we kind of figured out our personalities. And then he kind of figured out that when I come on set, I'm in the character and everything. He gave me a lot of leverage. He gave me a lot of leeway to explore Wasim Khan the way I wanted to portray him. I can't thank sir enough for that. And the best part is, I think in about 3 days or something after we started the shoot, he asked me, "Hey, Eijaz, how do you want to do this?" So I was like, "Okay, fine. I know I'm on the right path. I know I'm doing a decent job." Then, of course, I always instilled my complete faith in him, and it was complete submission. And whenever we spoke about it, was about how to make Wasim Khan better and more real. So I was completely with blinders, and thank God for that. Otherwise, I get carried away with my own characters, and I want to make them a little weird than what is written just to make it different. But this was very safe, and I'm very happy, and I can't wait to work with him again. In fact, I just called up Ilahi ma'am this morning. Ma'am, are you going to start some other project? Please tell me, I'm waiting.
Right. So, Priya, your experience of being directed by someone like Nagesh, he has a very interesting body of work. He has made some really fine films, but more importantly, the way he approaches the visual art, I think that is very different and very unique. And he wants to say something.
So I love the way he deals with actors. I mean, of course, the way he narrates his story visually is all, I mean, that's all a technical part of it. But actors are so vulnerable. And he knows this art of dealing with actors and getting the best out of them. So I remember a lot of times, as Eijaz also said, he lets you do your one take or the second take. And then he'll see what your choices are in the take. And he will fine tune them or ask you to modify them. Just change something little here and there. And that will change the entire tone and the meaning of the scene. He has done that with me during the take. Like if I'm saying lines, he would come to me and say that, Priya, first line, I love your choice. Keep that. Second line, just say it with anger, and third line, change this mood, and then see what happens. And when you actually do that, you know, and you feel the difference what he's saying, and when you just feel it, and you know it, that what he's trying to get out of you is this, and not what you were doing. So it's very difficult to preempt that and do it on your own, because a lot of times he thinks differently and I approach characters differently, but somewhere we come on the same page. But I love working with him. It's a treat to be directed by a director who understands every small detail of that person and the character, and he just bridges that gap and makes you do your best. He makes sure that you will deliver a great performance. I mean, there is no second thought about it. He will it's almost like he takes the responsibility of it. So as Eijaz said, you just surrender. You come on set and you surrender to sir and just let him do the job. He will make sure that you deliver good. That's for sure.
And also one more thing I want to add, Faridoon, to the previous question. He's also from Hyderabad. So when he directs and he speaks the language, I feel I'm home. It is such a comfortable space for me.
And you can always discuss biryani. Okay, now, Eijaz, I've been following your work for quite some time. There have been months and months where we followed your serials in my house. But I've known you rather, I think, closely maybe for the last 1 year or so. 1 year, maybe 1.5 years, whatsoever. Now, you know what? I follow you on Instagram. I see what you believe in. What I've personally felt that you have a certain education, you have certain viewpoints, and are you skeptical of maybe airing your political views? You have views for sure, but are you skeptical?
Skeptical of airing my political views?
Yeah.
I haven't thought about it much. I tend to be very blunt, very straightforward with what I think. And I also believe as public personalities, this comes with a lot of responsibility. Things can be misconstrued, things can be misinterpreted, जो हमारे साथ अक्सर होता है. हम पॉलिटिक्स के बारे में अगर बात ना भी करें, हमारी पर्सनल लाइफ के बारे में बात करें, अपने आप के बारे में बात करें, हमारे अपनों के बारे में बात करें, उसे थोड़ा बहुत ऊपर नीचे करके उसे सेंसेशनलाइज किया जाता है. So I try not to play into that game, and I put my point across without sensationalizing it. I think I make my political leaning very clear. I make my choices very clear, but I don't think I need to scream it out to be heard.
All right. Now, Priya, one thing that a lot of your fans would want to know that what really happens to your character, because they don't want your character to die.
They'll know only on 30th of July. Either they can call Nagesh sir or Hotstar or Applause or Rohit Banavlikar and ask them, or they can wait till 30th of July, watch all the episodes and they'll know.
All right, so I was watching one of your...
आपको कुछ नहीं होगा, tension मत लो.
All right, okay. Now I was watching one of your the launch of season 1, and you were saying that your character in the show is nothing like you in real life. That in real life you like talking a lot, and your character in the show is restrained and prefers to stay as silent as possible. So do you enjoy playing a character which is not like you? Does it help you maybe discover a certain side of your personality that maybe you always wanted to do? Because बहुत बार क्या होता है, जो लोग बोलते ज़्यादा हैं उनसे कहते हैं ना कि थोड़ा सा चुप रहना सीखो. So you can tell your family people and all that, you know, that here you see, I'm quiet.
I actually did that for the first season to kind of be as calm like Purnima. I literally stepped away. I was not in touch with my friends. I stayed alone at home. I stopped socializing. I stopped chatting and meeting with friends. And I was watching a lot of stuff that would help me understand this kind of a personality. So I did that because, and I constantly was telling myself to calm myself down. If I get overexcited, right now also, if you see, if I want to talk, there are so many gestures and my smile and my eyes, everything just go like this. But for Purnima, I have to like control myself. So for the first month and a half, and even during the audition process, Nagesh sir, and this I take as a compliment, and I'm very happy that he actually felt that. For about 1.5 months of the shoot, he felt that I'm actually like Purnima Gaikwad. Because when I went to meet him also, or when I gave my audition also, I was very calm. I was composed. I was like, I have never seen myself like that. But for that particular time, I don't know why, what happened, what shift in my brain happened, and I became like that. So for about 1.5 months, there was one day when he caught Siddharth Sandekar and me doing musty in the van. And that's when he realized that this girl is not what she looks like. She's different. And when we actually started shooting with Atul for the first season, because Atul and Siddharth, they have been very, very close friends for a long time. So our chemistry off screen is absolutely different. So it's like two kids fighting. Even with Atul, I fight a lot. I hugged him. I can do anything and everything with Atul. He's that great friend. So with Siddharth and Atul, my chemistry is different. So when Nagesh sir actually saw that, he was like, "Oh my God, ये तो कोई बच्ची आ गई set पे." And then when I changed into my costume and I went on set, I was again Purnima. So he was very happy with that changeover, but that was a big surprise for him. But I like it. I like that I get to play something that is not me. Not um it benefits a lot if a part of that character is you. It helps a lot for you to kind of understand the emotions and the nuances correctly. But with Purnima Gaikwad, I think I was happy that she was nowhere close to what I am. She was nowhere close to what I am. So I could completely explore a different person, different personality, right from her thinking to walking to dressing to standing to talking to her pace, her pitch, everything. Everything is different. And I love that. I love that. I think that's why we are actors, because we get to do that.
All right, Eijaz,
Love the escape.
Sorry?
Love the escape.
Love the
all right. Now, Eijaz, you've had a very, very successful stint on the television. People know you all across the world for various characters that you've played. In Big Boss, you showcased your inner personality, and somewhere I feel that whatever the way you expressed yourself and showcased yourself, you've bent it out in a way, and you've come out a different person altogether. With the sort of opportunities that you guys have right now in terms of the way OTT is providing you, maybe a character like Wasim Khan, I don't know if you've done on television. So do you feel that this is going to be Eijaz Khan 2.0? You would want to play different sort of characters. You would want to maybe experiment more and do the sort of stuff that you always wanted to do on, but maybe you did not get the opportunities because everyone kept on offering you those serials that people love to see you in.
ऐसा नहीं है Faridoon. There is a mixed bag of people out there who want to work with you. There were few people who have offered me very different roles as opposed to my lover boy image, romantic hero, who had the guts to offer me different. I played a 45-year-old Sarpanch. I played a raw officer in something, a very brooding character. So I also get excited in doing something that I haven't explored till now, because as actors, we don't want to get typecast. I think that's the death of an actor. That's the easiest thing that we can do. Apart from that, if you are saying that this is just 2.0, yes, I understand my privilege that the popularity gives me a freedom of choice. And I respect that, and I don't think I will abuse it saying that abhi to main alien ka hi role karunga, alag hi karunga. Of course, it will still be Eijaz. It will still be what I am capable of doing. It will still be in what characters I can bring, in what characters I can do justice to them. I need to relate to that character. And as Priya was saying, sometimes we want to do very, very different characters. And for me, it's a kind of escape mechanism to delve into a different life completely. I don't need to deal with my personal issues, then I'm dealing with Wasim Khan's issues. It kind of gets you somewhere. It kind of also affects you. But I love the process. I love the method. I love living that character for 2-3 months. It's kind of an addiction. And I think that is a better addiction than any other addictions. I'm more than happy. Yes, the popularity comes with a lot of responsibility now. There are like 400-fold expectations from me. It just makes me want to work even more hard and help me be a little better than yesterday. That's all I can do. I can just be honest to my craft.
Great. Now, Priya, we're in a very interesting time right now. It's a very, very interesting time because, say, I was speaking to Shivali Shahji short while back. And so I told her that I've just seen 4 seasons of Money Heist, and language was not an issue. So if it's in Spanish, it didn't really matter. Delhi Crime, for example, it has done so well abroad. It has won awards, and people are recognizing it in various other countries. Say Family Man season 2 recently, there was ample lot of Tamil, and it does not bother you. You'll find the subtitles, you get the gist of it. Now, I've always believed, I've strongly believed that 2 of the best cinema industries right now that we have are Marathi industry and Malayalam. So in Marathi, there is some great work that has happened in the the last quite a few years, and there are some wonderful actors and directors and storytellers. There is a huge amount of literature which is available. Do you think it is a possibility that maybe in the near future there can be like a web show or something in Marathi specifically, and it's watched all across in India, and it's watched by people across the world? Do you think that happened?
Oh, I hope so. Yeah, because we do. I haven't explored the Marathi OTT shows much, other than, I mean, I don't want to take names of the other platforms, but there have been 2-3 shows which did really, really well, and they were praised well, and they have been dubbed in other languages also. They have been. I know that. So it's already, I think that trend is already started. As you write, I mean, I love the word that you use, storytellers. We have great storytellers in Marathi, where we have great writers and great directors and great actors. And together we create a great team. So I'm hoping that we will create a content which will be universal, or which may not get stuck into the language barriers, and everybody can watch it. I'm hoping for that.
I don't think there's a language barrier at all now. Yeah,
because you have subtitles. Priya,
my first memory of a television show was Chimandra and Gundia Bahu.
Really?
Yeah. I come from a Marathi household. We speak Marathi at home, right? My father speaks Marathi now. Thoda out of touch ho gaya. And I was thinking,
Chimandra Namaskar.
And I was just thinking the other day, why hasn't anyone explored Pula Deshpande's stories here? He was one of the best storytellers. They have in the OTT platform on a larger scale. They have.
Yeah, films. They have made films on it, but not OTT.
Yeah.
I said, I think they are. Everyone is exploring, and the 2 years of, 1.5 years of pandemic has given a big setback. So I think we might just have to give them a little more time, because this is booming, and we are working on that towards that direction, and it will happen. I'm very positive about it. As I said, unfortunately I can't take names of the shows and the other OTT platforms here, but there have been shows which did very, very well, not only in Marathi, but in the other states as well. And they were, particularly because of the high demand, they were dubbed in the other languages and showed in the other states as well. So in the other states, as in not only the subtitles, but the language also.
No, of course.